What's going on, guys? We're back once again, and we're finally going to be talking about The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, episode 5. Now, if you guys thought episode 4 was insane, episode 5 was even more insane. This was probably one of the most intense episodes of whether you be the season, the series, whatever you want to call it. It was intense because we have where right after the events of John Walker killing this one of the blips, we see where he runs and he goes in this warehouse, and Sam and Bucky confront him saying, hey man, drop the shield, turn yourself in, because if you do, maybe they'll give some leniency on you because of your record, who you are. And we see where he's like, oh, so this is what it's about. You guys always wanted the shield. So we see this big fight. And this is really the only fight within the episode between Bucky and Sam and John Walker. And what's really interesting is it really did mimic and remind me of the fight between Iron Man and Captain America and Bucky, obviously in Civil War. And we do see a lot in the episode where right after they literally have to strip the shield from him to basically say, hey, guess what? You're done. And as soon as he pretty much does get knocked out, they pretty much do get set on the bench. Bucky and Sam does get like saying, hey, you're good for right now. And when we see Torres come, basically saying they've been arresting all the ones from the blips, they basically do see where, hey, you guys been benched. And since with the fight, we did see the Falcon's wings get shredded, pulled off, and Bucky had to save Sam from Captain America, well, John Walker. And we see where they are at a miss of what to do. And we see where Bucky tells Sam, hey, I'm gonna go find Zemo, and he does. And we do see in the scene where he explains to him that he wants him to kill Carly, and he is about ready to shoot Zemo, and then he just gives him over to Wakanda's. And once that happens, they basically tell him you may want to stay away from Wakanda for a while because of doing this. And he says, okay. He says, but I need one more favor. And we go back to John Walker and Sam, where we see Sam, he finally gets a shield and it's bloody. He's got to clean it up. Then he goes to Isaiah, who was the super soldier like Steve Rogers was, and we see that he wants to talk to him, understand the reason why. And they start talking where there was a lot more like him. Some went insane, some got killed early. He was really the only one left, and they did experiments on him when he got captured to figure out why the serum worked on him so much. And to this day, he still doesn't know. The only reason he got out was because a nurse took pity on him and was able to get him out. And when that happens, he says he wasn't even able to hear from his wife, that his wife was informed that he was dead, and the only reason why no one's come after him for so long is because he is on record dead, and he wants to stay that way because he informed Sam that of everything that happened. You think times have changed, and there is a lot of stuff that gets brought up into this episode about race, and he explains to Sam that they're not going to let a black man become Captain America. You just need to let that go. They're always going to pick this, particular stereotype to become Captain America. And Sam, he's not sure what to do. He's letting Isaiah get in his head, but at the same time he understands what he's saying and he respects what he says. But he also wants him to understand, hey, look, things can keep changing if you keep fighting. And later on, when he returns home to his sister and his nephews, he sees where they're still trying to fix the boat. He's having issues with it. And we also see, which was interesting, John Walker, he goes and he gets demoted of everything. He loses all his credentials. He loses his rank. He loses the rank of Captain America. And he won't even get no benefits for him basically officially being not retiring. But he does get informed, like, hey, you know what, you're done. And he goes off to the counselors, and after that he leaves. Then he gets approached by someone basically saying that they were impressed about what he did, and, oh, he did the right thing. And we do see that it goes right back to Sam. He's talking to his sister about trying to fix up the ship, and then he calls in a lot of favors to get the ship replaced and keep it up and make sure that it will work. And his sister starts helping, and then Bucky actually shows up to start helping to fix the boat, and then they start working together to basically prepare for what's going to happen, because they know that the blips are not done. They know they're going to attack. So Carly, she assembles her radicalization group to basically get ready for one more attack on New York, and that's where they're at right now. They're no longer in Europe. They went to New York, and we see a familiar face show up. And I'm not kind of sure if George St. Pierre was called by Sharon Carter. We have no idea. We knew she was talking to someone that spoke French, so I'm thinking, okay, is Sharon Carter the power broker? Which I believe she is, but we just got to get confirmation on that. And we go back to Bucky and Sam, and they start trying to train, and then finally they come to an understanding where Bucky apologizes to Sam about not knowing how it felt to give the shield over to him, especially with him not wanting to take it. And then we also see where he was uncomfortable of wanting to keep going, because he basically tells Sam that, you know, all I have is that shield and this, and you know, now that Steve's gone, I really don't have nobody. And he even informs him, you know, you want to make amends for being the Winter Soldier, but maybe you need to do it differently, and don't be Captain America, don't be the Winter Soldier, be your own person. And he kind of does give him his own therapy after helping him out. And then Sam comes to a conclusion of, okay, if Steve wanted me to become the next Captain America, then I need to step up to the plate. And even though this shield may not be mine, I need to live up to his legacy. I need to do the best I can. And he starts training, goes through this montage of training, which was cool. He starts using the shield to train against what we saw in the trailer in the episode of getting a whole bunch of mats and just start using the shield, which was pretty cool. And then he finally starts getting used to it. And then he finally goes to to New York, because we see where Torres did inform him, hey, this is where more likely they're going to hit because of a notice that was given through the World Wide Web. And even Bucky told him when things go south to, hey, hit me up and I will come. And we see at the very end of the episode where John Walker does go and see his Lamar's family, tells him that he got the guy that killed him, which he did lie because he was trying to give them closure. And then he comes to a decision of, okay, you know, if the U.S. government does not want me, then I'm basically going to do things my way, which is what he initially does to become, I'm assuming, the U.S. agent. And we see at the very end of the episode, right where the counselors of, I'm guessing, world leaders start coming together about what they're going to do with the situation at hand. We do see at the very end of the episode, things go haywire, and we see where there's ones on the inside trying to get to them, and then we see where Sam opens the box crate that Bucky gave him from the Wakandas, which is the armor that he had them create for Sam to become the next Captain America. So that's how it ended. This episode was absolutely insane. There was a lot of stuff that was brought up here. Obviously, a lot of racial stuff was brought in here about the oppression against, African Americans, and we also see against, anyone in general, about how the military or the U.S. government treat people, which I've seen happen personally in my own personal life. I've seen happen to friends. I've seen happen to family member. You know, they can cut you off at a will of a whim. We saw that even in, all the Captain America movies of what happens when, how corrupted the system can be, or how, you're trained to do something and you're trained to do this and you're trained to follow orders. And at the end of the day, you're only a tool. You're only a tool, unfortunately. And I've been told that more than once by people that have served our country more times than I can possibly count. And seeing this really was interesting. I think this was an amazing episode. The choreography for the fight was absolutely amazing. The scenes that we saw with Isaiah and Sam, that was great. The scene with Bucky and Sam, that was great. The scene where Sam was training, that was badass. What I liked was the community. After so long for Sam's parents, he finally called in a lot of favors to get help for the boat, and that's what they needed to do. He basically said, okay, look, we helped them for many years. They need to give us some help, and that's pretty much what they did. And I'm glad that they called in a lot of favors, so that was pretty cool. Now, I will say that there was a lot of throwback to WandaVision and some other ones with, of course, Bucky staying at Sam and Sarah's home, with his nephews, which is pretty funny and cool. And he even tells them, hey, you know, don't flirt with my sister, don't do this. And so there was a lot of like back and forth kind of comedy between both of them. So it was, like I said, guys, it was a great episode. I think we got probably one more if they are going to stick to 6 episodes. There was a rumor that there was only going to be 6. So let me know what you guys think about it overall down in the comments down below. Hope you guys enjoying your day. Hope you guys enjoying your week. Let me know what you guys thought about the episode. Let's have a great discussion down in the comments down below. If you guys are enjoying your day once again, and as always, guys, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Again, I would appreciate a like, helps the channel, helps me out. And as always, guys, I'll see you all in the very next video.